Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. Man United versus Everton away from home on Sunday evening. When was the last time I had an evening game on a Sunday? I don't remember. But anyway, guys, very interesting game because look, 3-2 win over Ammonia. I just want to get that out of my head. I don't even want to remember that happened that game because that was a shambles of a game in terms of look the up and down emotion I felt in that game was crazy. The roller coaster of emotions, yeah. That game, I couldn't believe what I was watching. The goals that we scored and then how we conceded. God, how are we conceding goals against Ammonia? Anyway, forget it even happened. Let's just move on. Everton, tough game for us because they're gonna sit quite deep, defensive team. They have had a last good couple of games. And look, we got battered by Man City in the league. Yes, we had 4 previous wins before that. But this is going to be a very interesting game in terms of the team that Ten Hag chooses to play in this game. Because, look, I felt like personally, I know a lot of people were cussing out Ronaldo online. And, look, we need to stop this. We're talking about one of the best players in the world, yeah? I thought he had a decent game. I thought he had a pretty good game. His link-up play was good. Yes, he missed some opportunities to hit the bar, which was a bad miss. I thought, all in all, you know, he got an assist. He was trying to force his way into a goal at the end of it. So it was never going to fall for him. Will he play Ronaldo? He played him a full 90, so there's a chance he's not going to play him. But it's 3 days off until Sunday evening. It's an evening game, so you do have more chance for the players to relax and to not, you know, if it's a lunchtime game, it would have been more difficult for the players. But it's going to be interesting to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Martial, Rashford and Ronaldo, but the problem is you can play Martial on the right. You know, is it going to work? And we have to understand that Rashford and Martial came on at a time where, look, we were losing, weren't we, when they came on? So we needed someone to come on and to make a difference in the game. And Rashford, in the last, I would say 2 seasons, has been one of those players who when he comes off the bench, he scores quite often. Look, the counter attack will be on, and he's playing on the wing. That's the most important thing. When you're playing on the wing, and at that point, when you're chasing a game, Rashford is a good player to have because that pace is vital in the last half an hour, which we didn't really have with Sancho, Anthony, Ronaldo. So when Rashford is on and he's playing on the left, and you keep seeing that ball from Bruno being put into Rashford, he's going to get on top of it. And 95% of fullbacks are not going to be able to deal with that, or centre-backs. They're not going to be able to deal with that pace. It's too much. So Rashford has to play because he came on and he played very well. His link-up play was very good. Martial, again, another player I want to see. So personally for me, this is the team I think he'll go with. I think he's going to go with Dalot at right back. I think he will go with Martinez and Varane if Varane is fit. Luke Shaw at left back. I think he'll play Luke Shaw. Because I think Luke Shaw was better when he came on than Malacia. And I think Malacia, the last 2 games, he's been a bit suspect in possession. I feel like he's taking too long on the ball. His passing hasn't been the best. He was partly at fault for the goal we conceded against Ammonia. And I feel like he's not as mobile as Luke Shaw, which I think we need. And we need more crosses as well. Look, with Martial, Rashford and Anthony, there's not much threat of an aerial threat. But we need more crosses if Ronaldo does play in this game, which I don't think it will happen. But, you know, we need a more of a threat from the left-hand side. I feel like Dalot has been a lot more of a threat on the right-hand side than Malacia has going forward. So I want to see Luke Shaw at left-back, and I think he will do that. De Gea will remain in goal. Midfield is going to be interesting. I think he'll start Casemiro in this game because Casemiro was pretty good against Ammonia. And it's only a matter of time before Casemiro gets into the starting 11. You have to play him. Got battered by Man City, and if he wants to go by this winning team BS, look, we lost against Man City, and McTominay, Bruno, and Eriksen played in midfield. So play Casemiro. I think he's going to go Eriksen and Bruno. Eriksen was poor for me against Ammonia. He looked tired very early on. And in this game, I think he should play with Bruno because, look, Everton are going to sit deep, and Casemiro will do what he has to do, protect the back four, get those interceptions, tackles in, and be able to you know, get the ball from deep and pass into the attacking players. And I think that's what we need in that game against Everton, because if there's any threat from Everton, it will be on the counter, and we need Casemiro who will be able to stop that from happening. So you need Casemiro in the game. I want to see good games from Bruno and Eriksen. The passes through the lines from Eriksen, Bruno putting good passes into Rashford. But I don't want to see no long balls. Oh my God, against Ammonia, how many long balls did we see against a team who are sitting deep? Stop playing long balls. Play intricate passes. Short passes, keep it simple. Short passes. Yes, sometimes you'll play some diagonal balls. Yes, sometimes you'll play some balls through the lines like Eriksen likes to do, like Martinez likes to do when he gets involved in the build-up play. But don't be putting no long balls. Play it short. Yes, do play a risk with those passes in between the lines, but don't play long balls, man. Against teams who you're giving up possession for no reason. Bruno does that very often. Lindelof was doing that against Ammonia. So I think that's the midfield he'll go with, and then front three is where it interests me the most because I think he's going to go Antony, Martial, and Rashford, which is a good balance in my opinion. Rashford on the left, pace. Antony skillful from the right. The problem with that is I feel like Martial might not get enough service from the beginning of the game. And that can be tough because both players like Rashford and Antony, they're always looking to cut inside and get a shot off. And I want to see more. I want to see more of these wingers, Rashford and Antony, pass the ball more. I don't want to see no cutting in, shooting every time you get the chance. I want to see more of an overlap from the fullbacks, and I want to see Antony acknowledge that and pass the ball into the fullbacks. Get across into the box. You always got an area with a threat there if Casemiro chooses to get inside the box, which he will do. He's got the height for that. Even if McTominay plays in midfield, you still got an aerial threat there. And I want to see more crosses into the box regardless if Ronaldo doesn't play because you still got an aerial threat from those midfielders. And I want to see more better deliveries from the corners and set pieces in general because it wasn't good against Ammonia. And when you got Casemiro in the team, if McTominay plays, Varane, if he plays, you got play Endelo, he's quite a tall guy. You got players there who can get ahead of there. And that's it. So I think that's the team he'll go with. Interesting. It'll be very interesting because the rotation is key now. Because I could see this month, I could literally just see Ronaldo playing Europa League games, which is crazy because the World Cup is so close. But it is what it is. Ronaldo hasn't been great, has he? So Ten Hag's doing what he's got to do. But if he plays Ronaldo against Everton, I think people will be quite surprised. But it will be an opportunity for him to get his goals, and he didn't get it against Ammonia. He was forcing it at times. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.